Hey YouTube! Hope everyone's having a fantastic week so far. Today, we are continuing with Stories from Seoul, the Gundog. Let me put on my reading glasses and we can hop on over. There we go. We left off with... meaning turn the game sound down a little. Music... That's a little better, okay. Hey, Gran, hope you're having a good night. Night Watch? That sounds kind of familiar. And also, yeah, I'm starting a little later from now on because now I have to leave work exactly on time instead of ducking out a few minutes early. It is what it is. Not because of anything I did, it's just stuff rolling downhill. What was Night Watch? That sounds really familiar. We are still having a tour of the ship with our girlfriend. We can go... We did the bridge and the aft section, which included the armory and engineering. From here, we can go to sickbay, I believe. The elevator doors hiss open, and you both step out into a wide open room. You're immediately struck by the glare of me playing with my mic to get it closer to me. There we go. You're immediately struck by the glare of the high-powered lights that are set into the ceiling, and just as you regain your vision, the powerful aroma of clinical disinfectant burns at your nostrils. Russian supernatural book series. Then I haven't read it myself, but I've definitely heard about it at some point. Although now that I say I definitely heard about it, I can't remember a damn thing about it. Looking around, you see the standard features of a sickbay. A set of beds that extrude from the wall on one side and a large gallery window set into the wall on the other, indicating the presence of a surgery wing. Neat. The walls are lined with cupboards and cabinets containing medical supplies and various devices to sit on countertops. In the middle of the room is a large desk set to face the entrance. On the side closest to you are two chairs, and on the other sits a figure that you almost mistake for a piece of medical equipment until they look up. Ah. Mr. Man. He's missing a few bits and ends, isn't he? Ms. Quinn! Excellent timing. I've just finished the analysis of your tummy, it looks like. He was analyzing her tummy, judging by that poster on the wall. It had a single movie based on the first book in a computer game. Huh. Hey, Doc, don't worry about that right now. I'm giving a tour to our new security officer. Very good, Ms. Quinn. Hello, Lieutenant Quattro. I'm the ship's doctor, Cifer Rosarium. That's a nice name. I've reviewed your file already, so please feel free to stop by with any complaints. But since you're here, Ms. Quinn, I'd really like to talk to you about your gastro... Uh-oh. Our Cassie got an upset tummy. Honestly, doctor, it's fine. We can talk about it. Intestinal. Doctor, later. Distress. Poor Cassie. Got an upset tummy. Okay, doctor, a moment, please. Honey, if you could just give me a few minutes with the doctor. Yeah, no problem. I guess we haven't been dating that long. I mean, it sounded like we've been dating for a few years, but I guess we're still not that close. I guess that makes sense because it said that us and Cassie mostly just long distance relationship, which makes sense because the Navy. Cassandra grabs the doctor by his sleeve and drags him over to the surgery wing, yanking him through behind her. Once the door closes, you can't hear them, but you can still see the two through the gallery window. You decide to turn your attention away and examine a nearby poster on space illnesses. Keep your fly closed, gentlemen, because flies spread disease. I'm sure that's a poster here. Ellipses. Yes, thank you, Doctor. I understand. So that includes any synthetic meats or carbohydrates. Understood. But as I've explained, I've got a full supply of NutriShake powders that should serve as a balanced replacement for the meals from the food vendor, and should alleviate your... Doctor! I like Dr. Rosarium. He's my kind of nerd. Sir, are you okay? Tummy troubles. Hey, kids, I hope you're having a good night. I appreciate that our girlfriend in this game is on the same wavelength as me, because I was saying she had tummy troubles. And now she's making the doctor say tummy troubles. This tour is moving on! Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Because I'm talking to you, right here, right now. So, I swear. Not one for patient-doctor confidentiality. That man is like a laser beam. He gets straight to whatever task is in front of him with no time for things like common courtesy, bedside manner, or privacy. Yeah, I got that impression. It's a small ship. Everyone's gonna know everything. Get over it, honestly. The worst part is that after all that, he tells me I'm allergic to the synthetic elements they use in the mess hall's food vendor. Womp womp. Can you believe I'm on a Nutrishake diet between now and when we return to port? That actually sucks. That actually sucks big time, having no, like, food to actually eat. Just living off protein shakes. I thought those ingredients were supposed to be hypoallergenic. No animal products suitable for everyone. I know, but the doctor's saying that's a rare condition. That means I react to one of the compounds they use in production. That actually makes sense, that the more they try and synthesize to make it clean, the more edge cases that'll pop up. Not more edge cases, but the more rare that are also more severe will pop up. So no more hamburgers. Oh, that's a big sad. No burgers. But there's one silver lining. What's that? The vending machine used real ingredients. Chocolate and chips are still on the menu. Oh my god. Our snacker. Our snacker in chief. An important part of any balanced diet. What's up, Doc? Lieutenant, are you feeling unwell? A little? I don't know. I'm just a little tired. No, I'm feeling fine. Have you come to pick up any medication? No, I'm totally alright, thanks. Have you come in for a precautionary checkup? I mean, I'm already here. Why not? I mean, I'm new to the ship. You may as well. No, nothing like that. Then are you here to ask about my mechanical elements? Yeah, sure. I mean, you got a big-ass Roboclaw. What's up with that? Are you missing a finger on that Roboclaw? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's your 5th finger? How do you... Who makes a prosthetic hand but gives you 4 fingers instead of 5? That's kind of fucked up, isn't it? Right? That's fucked up. Oh. Well, in that case, Lieutenant Quattro, I'm not sure I can help you today. I mean, it seems like he's trying to relate to us. He's making an effort. We should meet him halfway and ask if he offered. Don't worry about it. Now I feel kind of bad that we shut him down. Those beds are for patients who need to stay in sick bay for whatever reason. All the monitors behind them are to display patients' vital statistics. It's rare you'll see one used. All those cupboards and cabinets are jam-packed with different medical supplies, tools, nutritional supplements, and so on. I guess it's good to have it all on hand. Ooh. That portion of the sickbay is separated off for surgical procedures. It has its own separate environmental controls. It is completely sealed off from the rest of the ship when in use. It also contains robotic assistant units. It's state-of-the-art, but you'd still never want to end up in there. Yeah, I still feel bad that, like, our character is a dick and shut down the nerd who's trying to put forth the effort to socialize. Because everyone tells the nerd to socialize and try and offer to talk about themselves and stuff. I just feel bad now. Poor Doc Rosarium. He's trying his best. We like Doc Rosarium in this house. He's up there on our crew. We look out for our Doc. Let's see. So, we need to go back to Foreside to get to the rest of the bridge we have not been to. Oh, airlock! Let's go to the airlock! And this is the main airlock. It's the main way to get on and off the ship when it's docked. Thanks, but I've already been here. When we boarded, ma'am. Actually, I think I'm confusing it with somewhere else. What else can he tell me? I mean, we've been here when we boarded the ship, obviously. It's got one of the best views on the ship, for one thing. I'm not sure you want to be here when the view is available. That's just my instinct. I could be wrong. But I'm just going to assume we don't want to be in the airlock when it has a great view. You look around, but can't see any windows. You wouldn't expect to on a military vessel, where an inclusion like that could compromise the structure. Point of order, Mr. Mayor. Then why does the bridge have a giant fucking window instead of view screens? Yeah, I got you. Here? Really? Yeah, really. Check it out. Don't do it. Cassie, don't do it. Don't do it, Cassie. Cassandra! Cassandra strides over to the terminal set into the wall next to the airlock hatch and quickly begins typing commands into it. You hear a sequence of beeps and she stands back, gesturing proudly to the screen. Not too bad, huh? You look at the screen, but all you can see is a dark display with a few errant pixels suspended on it. Okay, she's not. Okay. Maybe I need to apologize for assuming she's stupider than she is. It was about to blow us both out into space. Is that working? Of course it's working, look! Yep, that's space. You stare a little harder at the screen, although it takes you a moment, you eventually realize. That's an external feed, no shit. What'd you think it was? That's right. Normally you can only see out of the gun dog from either the bridge or the hangar. But the ship's covered in small cameras for combat situations. You can access the feeds from the terminals around the ship. That's actually pretty cool, but isn't the view from the bridge or the hangar better? You know, because you're actually looking out? Well, maybe, but there's always someone else around. You never get the view to yourself. We have terminals in our staterooms, so we can just go check out the camera feed from there. No one ever... I mean, I guess it would just be sad if you're cooped up in your stateroom all night, staring out at the stars outside. I mean... Well, okay, actually, holding yourself up in your stateroom to watch the exterior camera feeds is less worrying than going to the airlock to do that. If you're going to the airlock to do that, I feel like you need to talk to the ship psychiatrist or chaplain or someone, because something's off. I guess I can see what you mean. It's pretty quiet out this way, and with a fancy screen like that, it's basically the real view. I knew you'd understand. I'll add the command to your terminal access. That way you can come out here and see the stars whenever you want. Next to the giant airlock door that'll blow us out into space. Thanks. What's up, Cassie? So, do you come out to the airlock a lot? Define... Now I'm worried. If she is asking us to define a lot, now I'm worried. More than once for coming on board and once for departing? There's nothing wrong with hanging out in the airlock. Sometimes you just need a bit of personal space. On a small ship like this, it's the only place you can really get some time to yourself. Even on a big ship like the Reliant, there's not many places to get away from everyone. Look, I get it. I get it. I still don't think the airlock is a normal place to hang out in. I just find it really relaxing to know I'm this close to being out in space, away from everyone. Is she okay? Guys, I don't think our girlfriend is okay. I think we need to... Something's wrong. I think we need to tell someone. Sometimes it feels like I was made to be out there, not cooped up in here. Something is wrong with her. Right? It's not just me, right? This is odd. Cassie is just built different or something. I don't know. I didn't know you enjoyed that part of space. For most people, looking out into the expanse for too long triggers a kind of existential dread. I actually encountered that with a a real-life friend at one point. I don't remember. It was at least a decade or two ago, but we were hanging out, and he noticed that my wallpaper at the time on my computer was like a galaxy view or something, and he said he didn't like it because it made him feel uncomfortable, and it really confused me. I just thought it was pretty, like a nice galaxy view, like from one of those NASA pictures. Yeah, I agree, Akitsu. I think Cassie needs some therapy. Something's off about her. I don't think she's doing okay. Maybe that's why she broke regulations to get us on the same ship. Maybe that was like a cry for help? I'm getting real worried about Cassie. Wait, what? I knew a guy on another ship that couldn't bear to look out into space. He'd start getting the jitters whenever he did. Sometimes, if he got drunk on duty, he'd start saying all kinds of weird stuff about how humanity's souls were never meant to be unbound from gravity. Oh god. He's like the inverse Char. I don't know, it's just like there's something out there that's calling me, you know? No? I hope this ship has a chaplain, because someone needs to help Cassie, and we're not qualified. We're just the red shirt here, man. We're the red shirt, this is our first day on the job. Well, that's until I'm late for my shift, and the captain sends out a shipwide message telling me to haul ass up to the bridge. Skill issue. Hey, you were just saying it's a small ship. You don't have an excuse for being late. Then I know there's something calling me. Uh-huh. These spacesuits are for emergencies only. Every crew member has an assigned suit that's stored near their main station. These suits are here in case of evacuation when those stations are inaccessible. Only 2 of them, though. Only 2 survivors. This is the main crew airlock for crew use. It's used to load and offload basic supplies and equipment. Everything else is brought in through the hangar airlock. Unfortunately, it does lack a chaplain. Yeah, I had a feeling it would because it's only 10 people. Someone needs to function as the therapist on this ship, because our Cassie, she's having an issue here. Aside from the fact that it controls the airlock, it's actually a terminal like any other. Although with the silence, I suppose this one's good for getting a relaxing view of the stars. Underneath that panel is the manual control for the external airlock hatch, just in case of mechanical or power failure. I've had to open one as part of a drill before, and it's not easy. Ooh, manual? Dude, that would suck. Nothing else here. Okay. Back to Central Hub, and from here to the Foreside Thoroughfare. As you head away from the Central Hub, the noise from the engine becomes engines, there's 2 of them, becomes quieter, and the ambient temperature feels noticeably cooler. The thoroughfare stretches out in front of you with doors leading to other areas of the ship. Excuse me. Visible in the distance. Dialing D's. Interesting. And here we are in the Forfied. Forfied? Forfied. I think that's a typo. Wasn't it called the Foreside Thoroughfare? But really it should be the Forward. Or Foreship Thoroughfare. I don't know about Foreside. That's a little weird to me. The Forfied Thoroughfare. I know I went to my quarters earlier when I came aboard. I'm sorry, should we have said phrasing? What did you just say? We came aboard? Foreside Thoroughfare? Oh, wait. Was that actually an in-character stumble? The Forfied? No, I don't... Yeah, well, she totally caught us. I 100% said Foreside Thoroughfare. Aha! It's a tricky thing to say. You try saying it quickly. Foreside Thoroughfare, Foreside Thoroughfare, Foreside Thoroughfare, Foreside Thoroughfare. Skill issue. Yeah, see, she got it. Oh, no, she didn't get it. She fucked up. Foreside Thoroughfare. Foreside Thoroughfare. It's not a skill issue, skill issue, skill issue. Aha, yourself. We'll call this one a draw, Lieutenant. What's up, Cassie? Foreside Thoroughfare, Foreside Thoroughfare, Foreside Thoroughfare, Foreside Thoroughfare. Dang it! Anything to look at? We looked at most of this earlier, didn't we? Yeah, that's the same as before. So let's go to the fire control. What's the map? Where can we go from here? Crew quarter to our quarters, or crew quarter to other quarters to priority captain's quarters. Fire control is forwardmost. Mess hall is from here. Hangar. Let's go to the hangar first. Hangar. Hangar. As the two of you head down the four-sided thoroughfare and away from the crew's quarters, Cassie stops by a double-sized doorway and runs her keycard through the reader next to it. Watch your step. You're not my supervisor. You outrank me, but you're not my supervisor. She instructs, tapping her knuckles on a large warning sign next to the door that reads, Low Gravity Zone. Once the door opens, she heads through and you follow her into a wide stairwell. It only takes 2 sets of steps before you can feel yourself grow lighter. By the time you reach the doorway at the bottom, you're almost floating. That sounds fun. Oh! We got Gundams! Gundams are back on the menu, boys! Stepping into the hangar and onto the catwalk, the first thing that strikes you are the profiles of the 2 armored frames stood, as if on guard, facing into the main area of the hangar. Although you fully expected to see them here, every Jovian ship features at least a few. The sight of the armored frame stirs uncomfortable memories in you, and you inadvertently grit your teeth and squeeze the handrail you've grabbed tightly. Well, maybe we need to see the Chappie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're having a flashback. Ma'am, they're firing on us! There's so many of them, oh god, oh fuck! The line of retreat's totally cut off! We can't get back to the ship! Ma'am, what do we do? What do we do? Stop panicking and form up! 3 and 4, we're going to punch a hole through their formation in. What are the odds that Kalaik 1, our commander, is now the captain of their ship? What are the odds of that? Hey, are you okay? No. No. Yeah, I'm fine. I think it's just the change in gravity level left me a little bit queasy, along with my PTSD. I know how you feel. I was late for a hangar audit once and rushed down straight after a big lunch. Ugh, that's not good. I was moving so fast that with the gravity shift, my stomach contents couldn't keep up. Ugh, gross. Tell me about it. I did everything I could to keep my mouth shut. Ugh. Wait, she was freaking out about the doctor talking about her upset tummy, but she is talking about holding puke in her mouth now? You know the rule for low gravity zones. What you spew is left up to you. I wasn't going to be late and on cleanup duty. Speaking of duties, shouldn't there be someone around here? Yeah, the junior engineer was supposed to be in here. Dalton should be around here somewhere if you're feeling funny. Stay here for a moment, I'll go see if I can find him. Sure. You watch as, despite the 15-meter difference between the catwalk and the hangar floor, Cassie nonchalantly places her 2 hands on the handrail and deftly vaults over it into the emptiness. That sounds fun. In a low gravity zone? That sounds really fun. Thanks to the low gravity, she doesn't fall, but instead kicks off the railing, propelling herself through the air. As Cassandra drifts off, eventually catching on to one of the armored frames' legs and using it to swing herself around to float on a different direction, you place your elbow on the railing and your head in your hands. Oh, are we about to go fetal in the air? You turn your attention back to the stoic features on the armored frames' head and sigh deeply. Your attention is caught by the cockpit hatch on one of the frames being half open. Looking around, you see everything as you'd expect. Armored frame weapon racks, storage containers, various equipment, all of it restrained appropriately and fastidiously arranged. The cockpit hatch is the only thing that breaks that pattern. Is it just you or did they spell meter wrong? Where was meter? meter? What, did they spell like R-E instead of E-R? I'm not seeing meter. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I can't find him anywhere. It's probably in the cockpit. I know it's definitely his shift right now, so he should be around somewhere. Looking past Cassandra at the armored frame with the ajar cockpit hatch, a thought strikes you. I think I might have an idea. Follow me. You carry out the same vaulting maneuver maneuver that Cassie had performed and kick off towards the huge machine's cockpit. Yeah, it was R-E. I suspect that English isn't the first language for this game, because there's been a few odd phrases and spelling here and there. Once close enough, you grab a hold of its arm and pull yourself up towards the open hatch. A few seconds later, Cassie appears beside you, and both notice a sound of gentle snoring coming from within the cockpit. I don't know. I think meter spelled R-E at the end would probably be a non-English spelling if it is one. Like, I can easily see that being like some other European spelling of meter. But I don't think I've ever seen, like in UK, it's spelled R-E instead of E-R. Well, Lieutenant Commander, I think this is an operations issue, so I'll let you handle it. Leaving the discipline up to me again, huh? I mean, she outranks us. We're just the redshirt, man. Cassandra nimbly clambers up the armored frame, positioning herself right above the cockpit. Bracing herself on the machine's chest, she brings her heel down sharply and repeatedly on the armor. She's gonna break her heel. Cadet Grange, attention! Oh, bro, just a cadet? Wait, how come he gets to be a cadet and we were an ensign? Oh, because the engineers are enlisted. That makes sense, actually. Okay. It's the British English? Okay, I'll take a word on that. I would have assumed UK had it ER instead of RE2, though. You hear a muffled scream from within the cockpit, followed by a dull thud, a string of muttered cursing, and then finally, a figure emerges from the cockpit. Ma'am, I was just checking the calibrations. The calibrations on the AF. I've got some feedback that... Oh, it's just you, Commander Quinn. Lieutenant Commander Quinn? I mean, I'm sure she's flattered, but... Excuse me? Just? I mean, come on, Cassie, you know. Everyone knows, it's just you. Is that how you address a superior officer, cadet? Oh, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was not expecting to see you in the hangar, ma'am. Okay, you can tone it down a bit, Dalton. Dalton. Oh, yes, ma'am. Good enough, I suppose. Anyway, cadet, this is Lieutenant Quattro, ship's redshirt. Little brother here kind of has the Spike Spiegel haircut, doesn't he? Oh, sir, Cadet Dalton Grange, junior engineer. Good to meet you, cadet. Looks like they've got you working hard. Looks like... No, sir. Well, that is... Yes, sir. But not so hard I'm falling asleep. No, sir. I was recalibrating the sensor array on the... Take it easy, cadet. We've all taken a nap in a cockpit in our lives. True. I know it's a thing on aircraft carriers where, like, deck crew will just go take a nap in a helicopter parked on the deck because you're out of view from the bridge. And, I mean, when you're working a 12-hour shift, and that's a hard shift on an aircraft carrier, like on the flight deck, totally understandable that you roach out for a nap like that. Of course, we never took cockpit naps with the chief giving us our orders, so you probably need to get back on with whatever you were doing, huh? I really like the, like, subtle animations they got on some of the characters. Oh, no worries, Akitsu. Thanks for dropping by, though, while you could. But yeah, when there are character animations, they're really smooth for the pixel art. It's really nice. Good kid, right? Yeah, he's alright. I feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for him. I wish I was a junior engineer working for, what was her name? The big muscle mommy engineer. Talk to Cassie. What up, Cassie? Ah, I wish I wore my uniform trousers today. I don't. What's up? We know what's up. Because we were looking up. I was thinking we could play low gravity tag or something, but now that Dalton's back up and about, we can't. I don't think he's going to snitch on you anytime soon. That's not the issue. Yep, that's not the issue. I follow. Honestly, have you considered the issues of floating around in a skirt? Yep. Oh, just counting yourself lucky. I would have kicked your ass. Mm-hmm. Hey, cadet, how's it going? Ah! Hey there, take it easy, it's just me. Bro got like that Half-Life scientist energy, doesn't he? He's just screaming. Oh, Lieutenant, sorry. I thought you were someone else. Oh, publisher's Canadian. Yeah, that kind of tracks. Well, it's probably a combination, either British English or also French-Canadian English. Actually, if it's a Canadian publisher, it's probably more likely to be French influenced than British. Because most game devs and publishers in Canada are Quebec or whatever the big French area is. What's this crew possibly doing that's got you so jumpy? Oh, it's not the crew, it's just the chief. She really likes the surprise inspection and making sure that I'm working as fast as she expects me to. Understandable. I like her. I appreciate that she does that. Gotta keep you cadets on your toes. At least once a day, I'll think I'm alone somewhere, then suddenly, Cadet Dalton, report! I don't know how she does it. I'll have an eye on the entrance the entire time, and she can still appear from nowhere. Probably comes through the maintenance hatch. I think she uses the maintenance ducts. Yeah, that's what I said. Stop stealing my lines. Okay, take it easy. I'm pretty sure it's just us in here. Okay, if you're sure. I mean, I'm not sure. We're probably lying. Anyway, how can I help you, Lieutenant? I'm just getting to know the ship and its crew, finding out what they're all about. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So what are you up to here, Cadet? Oh, I'm actually working on 2 projects at the moment, as part of my engineering degree. The first is that why? Because they give out grants in that province for video games? I had no idea. I just know that's where a lot of the devs in Canada are. The first is my own project, a high-density, rapid expansion emergency sealant for hull breaches. Oh. So little brother invented glue. Gluey foam. I've been working on a compound that's designed to be released in case of a breach and seal up cracks and prevent atmosphere losses. Sounds pretty impressive. How's that going? Not too well, Lieutenant. I intended it to be used with the ship as a safety measure for the crew. But the technical officer who oversees my progress back at the academy has instructed me to find a way to weaponize it. Ugh. That's unfortunate. He thinks they'd be good for immobilizing enemy AFs. I mean, that has to be so low speed. The odds of hitting it in space combat, pretty low. That still seems like it's being put to good use if it's cutting down on casualties, don't you think? That's a good point of view. I guess so. What's the second? Oh, that's just something I'm working on for the chief. It's a set of modifications for a Juno to increase its mobility in space. Is a Juno a AF? Cadet Dalton, report! Ah, ma'am, Chief! Yes, Chief, currently in the process of... I think I'll just leave him to get on with it. No, let's stay with the muscle mommy. Where did she come from anyway? From the maintenance hatch. We talked to Cassie. Well, So let's look. Those two armored frames are both Juno models. Oh, okay. The workhorse of the Jovian Colony Fleet's military. They look like they're a newer type than the one I piloted on the Kalike. The dyslexic moment. Ellipses. Almost piloted. Hey, we started it up. We piloted it until the restraint arms refused to let us go. The Kalike just did not want to let go of the hug. Those two, oh, same thing. Big door. The main hangar door is typically only used when the ship is docked to bring on board large containers or equipment. On a ship like this, the AFs launch from smaller hatches underneath them. That's cool. There's also a maintenance airlock somewhere, so that the whole hangar doesn't need to be depressurized if there's work to be done outside. Smart. The hangar is also used to store the various tools and equipment that the engineering team used throughout the ship. A lot of the machinery is used for moving freight or AF equipment around. Most of these crates contain mechanical supplies, spare parts, tools, etc. There's a few that contain all excuse me. Contain all the long life ingredients for the then mate in the mess hall, and then some that contain various essentials for the crew. On a ship like this, it's operations' duty to act as quartermaster, but I've been on some ships where if you're friendly with the hangar crew, it can sneak you out some good stuff. Smart. Not that I condone that kind of behavior, obviously. But we're obliged to say that because we're Lieutenant Worf here. Moving back to the four-side thoroughfare. From here, let's move to fire control. Oh wait, let's sneak into the captain's quarters. And this is the second set of crew quarters. For operations staff, that's me and Vanessa, the department heads and the captain have their quarters. Makes sense. Of course, it's obvious why you'd come this way so soon after finding out I was a part of the crew. What do you mean? Wait, hey, I'm on duty right now, you know. I know. Despite that, you let your libido guide you to my quarters. Is now a bad time to tell her we wanted to sneak into the captain's quarters instead? This is awkward. Let's maybe save that for later, okay? You tease. That's funny. What's up, Cassie? So, we're just going to hang around the quarter outside my quarters then? Yup. Yup, we are in bully mode now. Know where you're in a hurry to go to? Honestly. This is V-Lord? Vanessa's. The glasses girl, I think. I get the impression that someone like her keeps it at inspection level at all times. Yeah, what's it look like in there? This is another crew member's quarters. I don't have a reason to go in there right now. Okay, Worf. The nameplate reads Cassandra Quinn. I don't really need an explanation on who that room belongs to. Mackenzie's, that is, the chief's room. She seems pretty committed to the job. I bet she doesn't spend much time here. Dr. Rosarian's room. You know, I bet he's not been in there since he's boarded. Actually, yeah, the doc probably sleeps on one of the patient beds, doesn't he? Actually, I bet the doc sleeps on the surgery bed. Let's see. To captain's quarters. The captain's quarters sits at the end of the corridor, differentiated from the other doors in the corridor by a small insignia that sits above the nameplate. Like the others in the corridor, it displays the occupant's name, in this case, Captain Mary's Partamuse. I forgot Muse was in her name. Even in your role as security officer, there are a few rooms on the ship that you don't have access to. The captain's quarters is one of them. There's nothing for you here right now, so you turn back. Womp womp. Back to foreside. We'll flirt with girlfriend later. Fire control. Moving beyond the mess hall and the hangar access, the two of you continue to the furthest end of the foreside thoroughfare. The door at the very end of the corridor is shut, the words fire control painted on it in large stenciled letters. Cassandra swipes her keycard to the reader by the door before turning to you. So this is fire control. The gunner's probably here, but, well, you'll see. We'll see what. That's pretty cryptic. Yeah, what does she mean by that? Where is this going? Oh, that's fancy. As you follow Cassandra through the doorway, your eyes take a moment to adjust as the strip lighting that illuminates the rest of the ship is now conspicuously absent. Instead, the entire room is lit by the phosphorescent glow from an alcove full of screens and readouts. Look, shouldn't this be at the rear of the ship or something, or like the mid? Instead of on the nose of the ship where it's going to get shot first in contact? Looking at the screens, each one seems to not be showing much more than a few specks on a black background. From experience, though, you know that what you're looking at is a live feed from cameras all over the ship's exterior. In the center of the centre of this alcove, facing away from you, is a seat like the ones on the bridge. From this angle, it's impossible to tell if there's anyone in it, but you notice a tinny rhythmic hiss coming from it. So anyway, all of the ship's weapons systems are controlled from here. These screens give the gunner a panoramic view of... Yeah, he does have the best view of space, doesn't he? Is the gunner here right now? You look over Cassandra's shoulder at the back of the seat. You swear you see a quick flicker of movement, but you can't be sure it's not just the flash of a readout reflecting off a surface. Oh, Dylan, yeah, he's here. Should we say hello? Where's this going? Well, normally I would, but... Cassandra leans back slowly, as if trying to surreptitiously sneak a peek at what's on the other side of the chair. Without it noticing her, she quickly turns back to you after a moment's pause. He just looks so in the zone, you know. It seems a shame to interrupt him. Interrupt what? Yeah, what? There's a tube in space. Why is there a tube in space? What's up with that? Cassandra leans back again after a moment, quietly gestures for you to come take a look. Oh, okay. He's in the zone. Okay, he's the ship's radar. Got it. Dude, I fucking love that old show, MASH. I'm still so upset that it's so expensive to watch it on Amazon. Because, God, it's like $20 for each season, and there's a million seasons. But fuck if I don't love MASH and Radar on it, and Hawkeye. Oh, such a good show. Anyways, we got Radar here. Sat in the chair is a man who looks a little bit older than you. His eyes are closed and his face a picture of absolute serenity. Over his ears are possibly the single largest pair of headphones you've ever seen in your entire life. As he sits there, oblivious to your presence, his right leg bounces up and down and his wrists flick constantly. Is he a drummer? You wonder for a moment if he's okay before spying a cassette player poking out of his jacket pocket. You realize that the hiss here is the slightest whisper of the music that he's listening to, escaping from those substantial headphones. Is this okay? Shouldn't he be a bit more attentive? Don't worry, it's fine. He's not even on duty. Yeah, but what if there's an alert? Cassie got nothing. Let's find out. Cassandra moves over to a panel just before the monitor lane alcove, takes her receiver off the wall, and enters a few numbers into the keypad. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, it's Cassie. Can we test the alert system and fire control? No, I know it's not scheduled. It's a spot check. Yeah, random testing, you know. Chief's orders. Of course she asked. Why would I be asking for a spot test of the alert and fire control if Chief didn't ask? Cassie, I don't think she's buying it. You're a Okay, she bought it. Vanessa must be easy to talk into shit. You're a darling, thanks. Okay, 3, 2, 1. That is loud, Jesus. In an instant, you see the figure in the chair bolt upright, yank his headphones off, and lay his hands on the fire control systems, his head snapping back and forth as he rapidly surveys the wall of monitors. False alarm. No radar, just a test. Hey Dylan, don't mind us. Just had to do a spot check on the alarm system. Chief's orders. Oh hey Quinn, no problem. His his heart rate did not go above 60 there. Dude is like a lizard. He is so chill and cold-blooded. Jesus Christ. Who's this? Lieutenant Power Alliance Quattro, ship security. New redshirt. Well, hey, Warrant Officer. Oh. Hey, Warrant Officer Dylan Dees. Gunner. Welcome aboard. That's cool. We got a WO. WOs are always cool. Well, let me know if you guys need anything. That alert totally gets in the way of an awesome solo, so I'm going to rewind and pick up where I left off. WOs are awesome because they're basically officers without any responsibility, except for their speciality. So, they basically get the best of both worlds of being in the military. Good to meet you. What's up, Cassie? Just once I was hoping he wouldn't be here. Oh? Yeah, this place would be such a good room to relax in and take the view of the stars. That's probably why he's here all the time. But day or night, he's always in here either spacing out himself or drumming away. I'm so jealous. I mean, it's his station. Most heads of operations would kill for a crew member who was at their station day or night, you know. But this is weird. The only time I've seen him leave is when the ship is docked. I've come by at all sorts of random times and he's always here. It sounds like you're the one being weird. I think Cassie is self-reporting on her issues again. How much of that is jealousy? What's up, Dylan? What's up, Radar? Warrant Officer Dees? Warrant Officer Dees? Dylan? Oh, hey, Lieutenant, how's it going? Not bad, thanks. I was wondering if you could explain the control system here to me. It doesn't look anything like what I've seen before. Oh yeah, if you've not been on a small ship like the Gun Dog, it probably does look weird. Bigger ships have more spare crew. So, yeah, they got the word there in the wrong place. More spare crew, so they can have old-fashioned turret operators. On a ship like this, where there's only one dude flying solo, the whole system's optimized to let them run the entire weapon system alone. Each of these trackballs links up with a different weapon system, which is represented by a reticle shown on the screen. By rolling the balls, I can move the targeting reticle from screen to screen and fire all I need. And to fire, all I need to do is point and click. Seems like you want all the trackballs in like one central area instead of having to run back and forth, though. That's pretty clever. Only works so well because we've got the computer doing most of the heavy lifting. These nuts. I was thinking it, honestly. On bigger ships, the gunners have a lot more physical control. On a ship like this, it's more like playing a really intense video game. I never really liked those spaceship video games. I'd rather play a racing game or something instead. It's not too bad. Now the war's over, we're not shooting anyone anytime soon. So I get to spend all my time here listening to music and staring out into space. Pretty much perfect. I can relate to that. That's a cushy job. Listening to anything good? Yeah, real classic album right now. Ever hear of Trish and the Replicants? No, sorry. Come by later, I'll lend you a cassette. It's pretty good for such an old band. Thanks for the offer. That's us. Nose around. Every single one of these screens is linked to a camera on the ship's hull. Although it doesn't look like it, this actually represents a 360-degree view around the gun dog. You're right, that doesn't look like it. Same thing. Anything else? Ooh. I've never been on a ship as small as the gun dog, but the controls for the ship's weaponry don't look anything like they do on a bigger ship. They look more like they belong in an office or something. Same thing? Yep, same thing. Nothing else. Back to the Foresight Thoroughfare. Continuing our tour to our quarters. So your quarters are down this way, huh? That's right, why? I was wondering where you'd be. On a Swift-class ship, there's two different quarter sections. One has all the department chiefs, whilst the other has the crew that will work within those departments. Aren't we technically the chief of our own department because we're the only security officer here? We're king shit of the red shirts. And our kingdom is a one-man band. Since you're the only security officer on board, I was wondering if you'd count as a department head or not. Yeah, me too. Well, I guess I don't. I'm just slumming it. Oh, that's not what I meant. What was... I'm messing with you. Don't worry about it. The head of security is typically under the captain's instruction anyway, so it makes sense that my quarters are down this way. I guess so, when you put it like that. So have you met any of your neighbors yet? Nope. Well, let's see. Oh, wait, have we? H. Cruz? Hansen Cruz. We met Hansen? I remember the weird name for Cruz. Who was Cruz? Oh, you've met him already. Not on the Gundog. I knew him back on the Kalike. Whomsteth? Oh? Is he the guy you've told me about? That's right. Not what you'd call my biggest fan. I have no idea who he is. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I don't remember who we're talking about. Haru Rumney. Nope, not met him yet either. I haven't spent much time with Haru. They're the second AF pilot aboard the Gundog. I guess Cruz is the first then? As far as I know, they're a pretty good pilot. That's only from what they say, so I can't say for sure if it's true or not. Haru spends all of their time hanging out with Hansen, and the two of them swagger around like they own the place. And they are pilots. What do you expect? Spends a lot of time with Hansen, huh? I guess that tells me something. Does it? Dalton's room! Kid could probably do with taking a little time off to relax every now and again. I don't think that's an option for him. Dylan's room! I can't believe he only uses it when the ship's docked. That's a little weird. Back to Foreside. He's K2. Okay. That makes sense. Now to... Mess Hall? Mess Hall. And here we have the highlight of this entire tour. The Mess Hall. I thought that was like a burning candle or something for a moment. That just looks like a cup of coffee. Cassandra's face is radiating happiness as she gestures through the double doorway that you're stood by into the mess hall. Looking inside, you see a canteen like any other. Tables, chairs, vending machines, it's all here. This is a highlight? Looks like a pretty standard mess hall to me. You bet. Do you know why? Tell me. Because they've got both of the different kinds of vending machines. The red one that stocks the spicy potato chips, and the white one that has all the different chocolate bars. Have you considered that the spicy potato chips are why you have tummy trouble? Yes, that's all the bases covered, huh? They've got all the fundamental food groups. Hey, Quinn! A rough voice calls out from further in. You hadn't noticed them previously because of Cassandra's enthusiastic presentation of the vending machines, but someone sat in the far corner stands up, drops a half-smoked cigarette into a coffee cup, and strides over. Look at this dork. What a dork. What's going on, Quinn? Who's this? Lieutenant Rumney. Were you just smoking in the mess hall? You absolute fucking barbarian, you fucking dipshit. Smoking on a ship? Are you simple, boy? Ah, take it easy, Quinn. I sat right by the extractor vent for the mill vendor. No harm. Bit of a foul. It's weird that pilots would be ensign and not LTs. It made sense in the prologue that we were an ensign because it said that we were just rushed through training. Is this guy an ensign still? Because that would be weird that he's a pilot but isn't a lieutenant yet. Like, I would understand being like a trainee pilot, but if they're posted on a ship, they should be a lieutenant by then. Especially because the war's not on. That's not the point. The extra strain on the air scrubbers from cigarette. Yeah. So anyway, who's this hottie? Excuse you? This specimen is not the hot shit she thinks she is. She's just shit. Well, Cat's got her tongue. Name's Haru. Haru Rimney. What about you, good looking? This pilot has zero swag. Absolute none. Negative presence. There is a negative amount of Riz in this room right now. Oh, Lieutenant Powerlines Quattro, ship security. Both pilots are ensign? Really? That is weird. Because it's been like 4 or 5 years since the prologue when we were all ensigns. So they must have been the fuck-ups if they're still ensigns and not lieutenants. That's pretty much... That says a lot about them. Lieutenant Powerlines Quattro, ship's redshirt. Powerlines Quattro, no way, really? Last time I checked. Well, alright, good to know. That's all for me, Quattro. You know where my quarters are, right? Huh? Yeah, ellipses. You don't get dignified with an answer. You get the ellipses. Ellipses. Well, you're lost, Lieutenant. Catch you nerds. Fuck off. Fuck off, Haru. Go take your negative Riz with you. I know what that was about, and Haru just rolled that D20 and landed on Nat 1. Haru is now Natty 1. Natty for short. Nasty Natty. I can't stand them sometimes. They swagger around the ship like they own the place just because they're the ones of the only 2 pilots aboard. Newsflash, Haru. Second best pilot out of a 2 is last place. I mean, she's not wrong. Don't worry about them too much. They're not worth it. Especially Haru. Yeah, it's... You know, it's pretty weird seeing a mess hall this quiet. I like it! On bigger ships, you've always got to queue for the machines, or they've run out all the best snacks before your day out of port. On a ship like this, you can get whatever you want, whenever you want, unless dumbass is smoking in the corner again. How much of a problem have you had with snacks running out before? A lot. It's Cassie, our cereal snacker. You don't even want to know. On the Reliant, I was operating a preferential ship for a chocolate system. It was tricky, but I did what I had to do. That sounds like it breaks a ton of regulations. Regulations only get broken if you're caught. She's gonna have a short career, isn't she? I don't think that's how it works. Not even a little. Like Cassie said, both kinds. For some reason, certain ships sometimes only have the red or the white one, so I can get why she's excited. A standard food vendor unit installed on all JCF ships. It's half robotic chef, half vending machine. You select what you want, it prepares it for you. That sounds pretty good. The ingredients are almost all long-life synthetic reproductions, but it's pretty convincing. When you're done, you can slot the plate back in for cleaning. That's neat. A coffee. Putting out your half-smoked cigarette in your half-drunk coffee. Pretty gross. I also don't know why smoking on a ship hasn't been banned yet. Yeah. Haru is... We don't like Haru in this house. Back to Foresight. Tasks. Show Cassie our quarters, and we go to Cassie's quarters. That sounds right? Yeah, because Cassie's quarters have the sub-objective, so I assume we go there last. So, crew quarter 1. Use... I don't know where our room door is. Our quarters. As you step into your quarters, Cassandra follows you in. The door quickly slides shut behind her, leaving you both in your darkened room. What? I turned off the lights because I'm not an animal, Cassie. What's up? It's a little bit dark in here. Oh yeah, I turned the light off before I left. So now we're just going to hang out in the dark. Yeah, why? Do you have another plan? Yeah, nice try. Nah, I just want to hang out in the dark. What are you thinking about? No, that's not it. I just turned the light off before I went to. Sure you did. It's just a coincidence we wind up back in your darkened quarters, huh? No, I didn't. Get those lights back on, Lieutenant. Defeated, you head over to your bunk and let out a small, exasperated sigh and turn the lights back on. That's better. I can get a good look at your quarters now. I mean, they probably look the same as yours on this small ship. Aren't all crew quarters identical? Yeah, but this one's yours. Feeding Cass chocolate at every opportunity. Oh my god. I gotta go do that now. Uh-huh. I like to... We literally just moved in an hour ago. Yeah, we just got here. That's not a lot of time to make a mess. Are you kidding? I'm sure my bag exploded the moment I stepped into my quarters. Oh god, are we about to find out that her girlfriend lives like this? Jovian military supplies just aren't what they used to be. Maybe it was operator error. You know what that's supposed to mean, Cassie. Nothing. Nothing, just considering all possibilities. Wait, is that... What? Lieutenant Quattro, don't tell me that. What? What is it? Your chair is not perfectly aligned with the terminal. Oh my god, it isn't. I guess nobody's perfect, huh? Yeah, our chair is actually misaligned with the terminal. I would have made more of an effort if I knew the officer doing spot checks was just a stickler. I suppose I won't have to report you to the captain this time, Lieutenant. Oh, I assumed it was bolted to the floor. I didn't know we could move it. We need to urgently go back to the mess hall for chocolate-related reasons. Let's see. Use. Cassie, shall we get some chips or something? Maybe we should wait until we've explored a bit more of the ship before we take time off for a snack break. Are we doing that now, basically? Not like you passed up a snack break, for sure. Aw. Hey, Cassie, have you had lunch yet? Should we get something from the vendor? Oh, she got the tummy trouble. Sorry, I forgot about what you discussed with the doctor. Oh no, it's fine. I guess missing out on my favorite hamburger or pineapple salad. Pineapple salad? That's weird. I mean, it sounds kind of good, but I haven't seen a pineapple salad before. I like pineapple, so I mean, I eat it. Small price to pay for not putting up with tummy troubles. Oh, you know, tummy troubles. Let us go to our hall. Is Cruz home? I don't need to go in here right now. Okay. What about bitch? This is another criminal's court, so I don't really go there right now. Okay, good. Just checking. Force side to crew quarter 2. To... where's Cassie's? It's hard to read those. Oh, by the way, if you ever want access to my quarters, the passcode for the lock is... Excuse me. 0211. Same pass for everything. Do I need to write that down? I'm going to write that down. I feel like I need to write that down for some reason. 0211 Cassie code. Okay. 0211 noted. ... Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Are we going in? Oh, that's right. It's... Ooh. 0211. That's probably February 11th, right? So it's probably our anniversary. It wouldn't make sense to be a lucky number because it's 4 digits. There's... Naval ID would have to be longer, so probably your anniversary. Come on, you didn't think I'd forget, did you? Hey, good job. I mean, yeah, I totally didn't forget. I totally didn't just have to, in a panic, logic it out. That 0211 is February 11th. Oh, wait. Before you go in, can you give me a few minutes? Oh my gosh, she does look like this. I was almost late for my duty shift this morning, so it's kind of a mess. So let me put some stuff away, okay? Sure. Keeping herself between you and the entrance to her room, Cassandra opens the door using the control panel to its right. As it opens, she swiftly steps through in. Before it's even all the way open, closes it again using the panel on her side of the entrance. The entire time, she obstructs your view of her quarters, because our bitch does in fact live like this. Thanks, I won't be long, promise. A few minutes pass, and you continue to stand gingerly outside the Cassie's quarters. You hear the occasional footsteps coming from the forest side thoroughfare, but they all move on to other parts of the ship. Thankfully, no one stops by to ask why security is lurking outside one of the operations officer's quarters. I mean, I'm sure Cassie told everyone on the ship that we're a couple. Hey, Cassie. You give the door a gentle knock. That did not sound gentle. That sounded more like we took a pipe wrench to it. Leaning against the wall, continuing to remain on lookout for anyone who may have some questions about what you're doing out here. How's it going? Oh yeah, almost done. Just give me a minute to get this sorted out and... The last pause is followed by a loud bang and the sound of a small cascade of various objects onto the floor. Okay, maybe a few more minutes. You sigh and step back from the door. If anyone asks you, you can always tell them you're doing spot checks for contraband or something similar. Done. Come in. This is clean? Oh my god. Welcome. Have a seat anywhere. She said, presenting us with a pile of trash. As you step through the door frame, the toe of your boot catches on a discarded pair of leggings, which are held in place by your other foot. As you begin to fall over, you reach out to catch onto something to stop yourself. Unfortunately, the chair you reached out for has a uniform thrown over the backrest, which slips as you grab it, bringing both the chair and the assortment of cosmetics on the seat clattering down to the floor with you. I'm surprised that the chairs aren't just bolted to the floor. Oh no, power lines, you okay? I'm sorry, I thought... Cassie. Yes? I thought you said you were tidying this place up. She lives like this. Cassie is just built different. Then why did I just get brained by a falling hairdryer? There was a system. What system? You get back to your feet and right the chair as Cassie quickly grabs the assorted bottles and tubes that fell down with you, placing them randomly back on any nearby surface. You almost launch into a speech about securely stowing possessions in case of high-speed maneuvers, but you stop yourself. Doesn't the captain ever carry out spot checks or surprise inspections? No, it's great! From what I've heard, her quarters are worse state than mine. Oh my god. Is that right? Oh my god. Alright. Time for a spot check. Are those printed photographs? Aren't those cool? They're from our first date at the Europa amusement park. Oh, that's cute. I took my Pixie-Cam straight to the specialist printers the next day and got copies made. I even wrote the date on the back so I'd never forget our anniversary. Oh, at least one of us did that. Wow, we were young. Jesus. That was like 4 years ago? Jesus Christ. We have aged like a decade in a few years. Space is rough, man. It must be that space radiation. Wow, I never... yeah, she looks like a decade older than that photo. Jesus Christ. Another year, she's gonna turn into a grandma. Why, I never knew you were that sentimental. I knew I was onto a good thing when you held my hair back so I could barf mid roller coaster ride. You don't meet many people that considerate when you're dating within the forces, let me tell you. Jesus Christ. It was a joke at first, but now, Cassie, she really is just built different. Yeah, now that I think about it, wasn't that the most romantic date I'd ever been on? You still called me back for a second date, though. I was down bad at the time. I'm joking. Cassie is nice. We like Cassie in this house. Bunny. She got bunny. Cassie's bed currently appears to be acting as a makeshift wardrobe. Does she move all those clothes before she goes to sleep, or do they act like an extra sheet? Yes, the answer is both. How does she even have this much clothing on board anyways? I think she might be running a little low on her prescriptions. Maybe that's why she was having a cry for help earlier. Like everything else in this room, this terminal appears to be in use as extra storage space. Even the chair's covered in stuff. Hey, at least she has the jacket in a normal place on the back of it. That's normal. Let's focus on the normal thing instead of the rest of the room. Since Cassie's in operations, you think she'd make more use out of her terminal than anyone else on board. But I can't see how she uses it like this. She probably just goes to her workstation. Oh. The front panel of the storage unit looks like it's barely managing to stay shut. Could that be what that bang was earlier? Let's use it. I don't know how much stuff Cassie's stuffed in there, but I think if I open that, it may never close again. Aww. With all this stuff on top, it'd be easier just to use my own terminal. Yeah, Jesus. She aged a decade in a year. Europa Park, 02/11/2011. Okay, yeah, that tracks. I think the prologue started in year 209. Wait. November 2nd, not February 11th? I accidentally got the anniversary right. Although, it's a good thing I didn't say the month out loud. Welp. Hey, we're going to use your bed, by the way. I still got the rest of the ship to check out. I don't think there's time for that right now. Aw. Wait, but we did everything. Oh, we gotta talk to her. What's up, Cassie? So how are you finding the gun dog so far? Enjoying the tour? The ship's pretty much the same as every other one I've ever been on. The tour is first class, though. Maybe if working in naval operations doesn't work out, you could start your own business as a tour guide back on Europa Colony. You think so? Yeah, she'd be fun. Definitely. You seem to have all the insider knowledge already. You've only been stationed here a few days. Non-American date keeping, yeah, seriously. I mean, logically it makes sense that you have the day, month, year instead of month, day, year. Logically, it makes sense. Just like the metric system. However, just like the metric system, that format is wrong. So, it is what it is. Yeah, you're right. And over here, we have the statue of workers who built this colony. If you sneak around the back, you can get inside the plinth and hide from colony security if they catch you and your friends hanging out in the park after it's shut. Oh, she actually does have insider knowledge. Then again, you don't think that's the kind of thing people would want to know? Maybe a bit more about the workers first, anyway. How are you finding the gun dog? How do you feel about being transferred from the Reliance? What do you want to do when we've got some shore leave? Let's throw her a bone. She's been down bad for us the moment we got on board. We'll throw her a bone. What do you want to do when we got some shore leave? So now that we're on the same ship, our shore leave will line up. Do you have anywhere you want to go? Anything you want to do? Nah, she's faking it. She's thought about it. Dude, she has been down bad for us the second she found us on the ship. And she went so far as to break regulations to get us stationed on the same ship. She had this planned out. She already knows what we're doing on shore leave. She's just playing dumb. To try and give us an opportunity to pretend to have an opinion here. I hadn't thought about it. I guess this means we'll be able to go on a lot more dates now. Oh, I know. Did you hear about that new colony they've added to the Europa cluster? Is it called Europa Colony? It's got an ultra-efficient water handling plant, and the planners have included a water park. We should go as soon as it opens. A water... I don't remember the last time I was at a water park. Like... 2005, maybe? It's been a while. Wait, you don't know what a water park is? What's wrong with us? You never heard of a water park? I mean, I guess it makes sense that in space, a water park would be a strange thing. They're one of the coolest new features on the new colonies they're building. They're like lots of big swimming pools with slides and rivers and all sorts. All the e-magazines are saying that they're going to be the coolest things to do on the colonies once they're open. Pools and slides into pools. But like, really exciting! Yeah, I guess. Or next talk, see if we can book us some tickets. Yeah, she totally planned that out. She knew what she was saying. How are you finding the gun dog, Cassie? I think we need to get her talking, because she's built different and has some issues going on, clearly. So you've been on the ship a few days now, how are you finding it? Well, it's not too bad. Obviously, it's not like being stationed on the Reliant. It's a whole lot smaller, and there's way less people. But then there's also a lot less to do, so you get much more free time. Captain Bartermuse is pretty lax compared to Captain Singe. Singe? I don't know. But then I get the impression that this whole crew is a bunch of burnouts. Ew. That's probably bad if Cassie is the one thinking that. That probably means it's worse than she's saying. Except for us! I mean, we are pretty much a burnout, aren't we? I mean, we washed out of being a pilot. So, I obviously didn't mean that about you. How do you feel about being transferred from the Reliant? So, about your transfer from the Reliance? I know, we don't need to have this conversation. I've already had it from Captain Singe in my dismissal, and from one of the senior resource officers. Huh? You're wasting your potential. You would make an excellent captain if you took your duties seriously. Your academy scores were excellent. Did no one think to refer her to the chaplain? Because clearly Cassandra has been having issues for a while now. And did no one ever think that maybe the reason she's been acting out and causing all these problems is because she's going through something? Like, I know it's the military, but surely they have a chaplain on board a bigger ship. Or just someone for her to talk to? Like, clearly Cassie has something going on with her. Anyways. I wasn't going to give you the speech, one of the only good things about not having parents is that I don't have to hear it from them, too. Okay. Did we know that, or is she dropping that bomb on us now? Hey, Cassie. And it's the absolute worst hearing it from you, because I know that out of everyone, you're probably the only person that really cares. She's jumping a lot of conclusions here. Cassie, calm down. I wasn't going to give you the big speech about it. I figured you'd already had it from everyone else. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Yeah, like, honestly, she needs someone to talk to. She has issues going on. And she's our girl, so we gotta check on her. I figured your feelings were worse than you let on. Obviously. Like, she's been desperate to talk to us since we got on board. It's going to be okay, you know? A ship like this isn't the worst place to be for a while. And if things work out okay, you can always put in for a transfer back to a bigger ship. The JCF is still building up its navy, so there'll be loads of opportunities. And if that doesn't work out, there's still your career as a tour guide back on Europa. Maybe we shouldn't have said that last part. Yeah, you know it. I'd probably make a better tour... We shouldn't have said that last part. Than a ship operator anyway. We should not have said that part. I think you'd be great at whatever you decide to do and whatever that is. I'll be here to support you through it. Now what? This is getting awkward. Say something. Cassie? Also, yeah, we are her whoopee. Yes, you are correct, Grattan. We are her whoopee. We are so cheesy sometimes. Are we cheesy, or are we just the only person she's met in her career that recognizes she has a problem? Hey! Ah, come here. Yay, girlfriend hug. Hello? Oh, was that it? Yeah, that was it. Okay, we need to end it there tonight because it is now 5 till 3 for me. And we will continue this again tomorrow for more Gundog. I really love this game. This game is great so far. Yes, tomorrow, 1:40 a.m. Eastern, as I mentioned at the start of this stream. From now on, my streams will start at 1:40, because I need that extra 10 minutes, because I'll be leaving the office a little bit later now. Just a few minutes. So, if you enjoyed this stream, go and like and subscribe. I'll see everyone tomorrow for more Gundog, and Friday night, I'll be doing a world-building and map-making stream with Captain. And Saturday, I'll be doing Phasmophobia collab with some of the friends on the new Bleedstone map. So, hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see y'all later. Take care, Fan Gang.